I am Dr. Suman Singh, serving in the Department of Biochemistry, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, for more than 16 years. Today, I am to discuss with you that how to prepare for CSIR NET examination. During this period of COVID-19, when our government is taking steps to prevent this infectious disease and the access to the teachers and coaching centers is not feasible, at this time of lockdown, you students are suggested to make this period as a sabbatical period. I hope you are pursuing your regular studies and you are taking advantage of online e-resources and technology for getting connected to your class fellows, teachers, and other mentors. During this period of lockdown, ABVP must be congratulated for taking this initiative of connecting the teachers with the students. In this connection, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Vikrant Khandelwal ji, Journal Organizing Secretary, ABVP, Rajendra ji, State President, ABVP, Dr. Ashutosh Kumar ji, Shyam Singh Rajawat ji, Subhash Kalsana ji, and all team members who are every day working at different fronts. I have seen ABVP working for the student schools at various junctures in university as well during the admission processes and all. CSIR NET preparation in life sciences it includes several topics. The students of Masters of Biotechnology, Biochemistry, Microbiology, Botany, Geology, Genetics, Life Sciences go for Life Sciences. Of course, it is one of the most prestigious examination, but a little tough too. So one needs a rigorous preparation for this, and the target of the students to clear is that the students who want to pursue their career in higher education or in research, they need to prepare and crack the NET examination. Therefore, a cautious decision is required regarding the career. It will take 5 years minimum, and 4 to 6 months are required for preparation of NET examination. But of course, if you qualify NET and then you pursue PhD, you get a handsome amount of stipend. So this is a motivation for you. The preparation also requires a hard input of daily hours, and of course people say I worked for 10 hours, I worked for 16 hours, or some say 5 to 6 hours, but the preparation for this examination will vary as per the student's own caliber, and for this you yourself are the best judge. So how much time you need to spend will depend upon your own caliber. NET examination is conducted twice a year. This time so I hope that things get better in our country and the exam is conducted on time. But the students might be anxious that with little time left and with no access to the mentors and coaching center, how we can do. See, all of you might be in one or the other phase of the preparation. You can catch up from where you want to. For any examination, you require three different steps: plan, prepare, and perform. Planning is very important and of your outcome. Uh, I personally feel that those who fail to plan, they plan to fail. So, if you have decided you want to go for this NET examination, so the planning requires the understanding of scheme first. The scheme of the examination you might be knowing, but I would like to tell you that there are three sections of the NET examination: sections A, B, and C. Section A is General Studies, Basic English, General Science, and Mental Ability, Reasoning, whatever you have studied up to metric classes. Most of the topics are this. and section B is and C are of subject of life sciences. You will be given 20 questions in section A and you are supposed to attempt 15 out of 20. Section B is comprised of 50 questions. You are supposed to perform 35, and section C is comprised of 75 questions and you are supposed to perform only 20. So you get ample choice in the whole examination. Section A and B, each question carries 2 marks, and section C, each question carries 4 marks. So out of if you perform well, and for any wrong answer, 25% of the marks is deducted. So for is your syllabus. 13 topics given: molecular biology, immunology, cell biology, evolution, ecology, developmental biology, plant physiology, animal physiology, and so on. So once you analyze this syllabus, then select the subject specific. Most have the queries that out of 13 units, how many we need to prepare thoroughly. I would suggest that though 9 units help you to crack the examination if you do it cautiously and can escape of the negative marking, but if you prepare for 10 units, you are on the safer side. So which 10 units are to be selected? This is right in the beginning, one has to decide. For example, if you go for developmental biology, cell biology, ecology, evolution, all these topics are scoring and factual. So you need less analysis in these topics. So factual questions, you are likely to score full marks. And therefore, these are the 4, for example, topics one can select for. Then almost every student of life sciences studies molecular biology, enzymology, cell biology. So these are some of the common topics which you have already studied in one or the other field. So out of 13, 4 to 5 topics are common. 2 topics are subject specific. For example, if you have studied botany, you are thorough with the plant physiology. If you have studied geology, you are thorough with the animal physiology. So this way, 2 topics become specific. Rest 3 topics you have to decide according to your specialization or subjects which you opted for in your graduation studies. And then after selecting your topics, additional topics you have selected on the basis of your previous knowledge, you identify weak topics and strong topics. See, weak topics need more of preparation, and strong topics you feel comfortable and they will less time of preparation for your net examination. Uh, this will vary from student to student, and this selection will give you a fair idea of how much time you actually need to prepare before you appear in any sort of examination, right? So with this planning, with this background, you are ready for now. You have preparation, and first and foremost thing of preparation is collection of resources, study material. At this point of time, since libraries are closed, you have to mainly rely upon the e-books. Certain books are available they are freely available. Students can contact me on Messenger later on. I will give you some sites from where you can download your books freely, and YouTube tutorials are very helpful. Personally, I am sharing my experience, and my students, my MSc students know, even my doctorate students know that how much I believe in YouTube tutorials, because they, even I am learning using YouTube tutorials, so they are very, very good. Regarding selection of resources, one thing that helps you is read the blogs written by the achievers who have qualified direction. That will help you, because different people have different experiences, and listening to experiences and after self evaluation, I think you can better decide the resource material which you would like to opt for. And then you have some for section A, for example, you don't require any special book. You collect 5 to 6 year old question papers, analyze the questions. If you feel you can attempt, I think most of the students are able to attempt the questions from section A, but still you feel you need a little bit more of preparation. So any journal book for any competitive exam will be sufficient, because this section is of general mathematics, general science, basic English, reasoning, mental ability. So any book, any competitive book, basic book will help you to learn the things and learn the concepts. Section B and C, you don't require separate preparation for this, because syllabi is common section. I would suggest you to prepare developmental biology, ecology, evolution, cell biology. All these subjects are very scoring and they are factual, as I told you earlier also. Uh, Metabolism, enzymology, molecular biology, these topics are to be covered with a consistent reading, and you have to prepare them thoroughly, because they are analytical topics and you have to immediately consult the technical part of this topic, and immunology is to be studied parallelly. So for some topics you can consult the CSIR net examination books. They are available. Many authors have published different books. You get a lot of material and they are written unit wise. Pathfinder, I would suggest you, I have seen these books. Pathfinders are concised information, concrete information. They give you a fair idea of a crisp of knowledge. But first thing is you have to acquire knowledge by for deep understanding of the concept by reading the textbooks. Selection of the books will vary from topic to topic. You need not to work hard, but you are smart also. Select the topics. I would suggest, for example, if I remember my experience, I go back to those years of my student life. I revised everything which I had already studied. Didn't feel like preparing anything new. So you can also think of this. I was good at ecology evolution. I opted for this. Being a biochemist, I still opted for the evolution and ecology units. So it is all personal selection, because if I say you go for only cell biology, a student might not be comfortable. Find out an alternative. You be your own judge. Then after you are ready with the studying material and everything, now you have to do thorough study and get in touch with your mentors, get in touch with your teachers, get in touch with your seniors who have already qualified this. Try to clarify the doubts. This time, all the teachers will cooperate. They are available on the phone, mail, or internet, WhatsApp, whatever technology you want to use, you go for this. Always plan your preparation in the light of older papers, focus on important topics, have guidance, and one important thing students must realize that consistent preparation is required for net examination. As I told you in the beginning, it is prestigious as well as a difficult too. So if you occasional learning, no, it will not help you. You studied for 3 hours today and tomorrow you skip. No, this is not. You follow a strict routine. I would not say regime, but follow a strict routine, and then you have the second planning while preparation. While preparation planning means you have week plans. Like this week, I will complete 3 units. and then you review yourself weekly. How much you have studied, how much you have retained, how much you are able to apply to your knowledge, and during this week, whatever you have studied, you need to revise. Revision is the part which is very, very important, but students make a mistake. They say, we have read everything, we have gone for these topics, but they forget to revise. You read one topic, tomorrow you read it again. You will find several new facts. Read it with the different orientation, with the basic knowledge which you had acquired yesterday. What is if you are reading 20 pages today from a book, next day you read these 20 plus next new 20. Third day you read 20 plus 20. So this kind of revision will definitely help you and strengthen your knowledge, and you will be definitely benefited. And the next part is integrate your knowledge and additional topics you have to read from the different books. Now integrate the knowledge. Integration here means that, for example, whatever you have read in protein biochemistry may be applicable to your enzymology. Whatever you have read in cell biology is helpful in your molecular biology. Whatever you have read in evolution may be helpful in developmental biology. So things are not that in isolation. You have to integrate your knowledge. That will help in clarifying the concepts, mechanisms, and as far as topics of mechanism are concerned, you can also consult YouTube tutorials help you to understand the mechanism. Only the little time is to be spent in selection of YouTube tutorials, but you can find ample amount of information on the YouTube. The next students sometimes have the queries whether they should prepare or not. This is a personal choice. There are topic biases. Everyone have topic bias. For example, if you are good at botany, you will have the phobic or bias for the botany, and you will have phobia for the geology topics. So this kind of things happen with everyone. So if you feel like making notes for a particular topic, you make it. Otherwise, you mark these relevant material, or for some topics make concise note, for some topics have crispy information from the books. So it is always the choice of the student. Of course, for certain topics I would suggest make notes, and these are factual topics. Mugging up, cramming is also required in certain topics. So this is up to you. The another question students always want to know is whether they should go for coaching or not. Of course, a good coach can change your life, but here I would say that a coaching center will not ensure the success until you work very hard with this, right? So coaching you may join, depending upon, before joining you have to have a fair research on the success rate of the coaching center, the coaching material they are providing, and the number of students, recommendation of your seniors or the students from that coaching center. But your hard work will have to play equal role even if you join a coaching center. Self-study has no substitute. So it is your choice. But one thing I like regarding coaching centers is if you can opt for online mock tests after self-study, you can opt for online mock test. They will definitely help you. See, nowadays in the examination, that is computer based examination, and the test is online. So if you will take online tests, mock test, they will help you while even performing the examination. Plus they will help you to evaluate yourself, they will help you to apply the knowledge, self evaluation, and it will also help you to learn how much you have retained, and it will further help you to clarify the subject, because the questions which are performed attempted wrongly in your definitely go and you will improve your learning this way. So this is the part of preparation, and any other point is books integration of knowledge. This is always to be done continuously. Revision is required continuously. After so much of preparation comes the day of examination, final examination. That is third part is performance. You will be given 145 questions of 200 marks, which are to be attempted in a period of 3 hours. I deduct 5 minutes. Effective time left for an examination is only 175 minutes. Whether you have to attempt 75 questions doesn't matter, but you have to once read all 145 questions. So time left for one question will only be 1 minute and few seconds. So this management is very important while performing. Don't be panic. I lost to one exam because of lack of time management, and since then I've made it a point, and I always try to convey to my students how we can manage time in an examination. So you are decided with 1 minute and few seconds, and you have to do all 145 questions to select your best performance. So what you will do? You will start reading all the questions. Now sometimes I have listened to the students. They say section A easy होता है, उसको पहले कर लेना चाहिए. Section C हमारा होता है, पहले करना चाहिए. None of this. Of course, when you start performing the exam and you tend to have more of the right answers, encouragement, you will win better. But be patient, be modest while performing the exam. You are prepared, you are confident. Start reading questions from 1 to 145 in series. Have 4 things in mind. 1. The questions which you have completed, you know thoroughly. The second, the question which you don't know. The third part is you are 50-50, and fourth is you need some more time to analyze. So for this, in first reading you attempt all those questions which you have already done. You are done with this, you are sure of it, so you attempt this, and also mark across on the questions which you are not able to do. Right? So you this is your first reading. So in second round you will save your time. You already thorough with 50-50 which you were doubtful answer, or this. In second round you take up those questions, and in third round you take up the questions which require more of analysis. This is the section C, where your knowledge is to be analyzed and applied. So section C is this way, a little more technical, and you may have to devote more time. As far as section A is concerned, how you active in doing and all this already done, but any mathematics book, basic books, as I told you, because the section A is for life sciences student, questions of physics, mathematics, mental ability, sometimes they are troubling, but you have the choice, and you can always go for any competitive book. I have seen the syllabus, I have seen the question papers, and I have seen some preparative books for MBA and other competitive exam of this university, our own university. So any book you can think of. I think for this section, analyze yourself. And while performance also, you have to see most of the concept you will recollect while performing, but be prepared for section A as well from any basic book, and 5 to 6 year question paper. So when you will come thorough with this, and when you will start performing, these 4 rounds of reading will help you to get through, and your time will be well managed, because in the first reading itself you have decided that I don't need to read these questions again. The second part is because most of the students, though they are well prepared, still they lose to negative mark because they tend to attempt, okay, let me try this, हो सकता है ठीक हो जाए. No, please don't take such attempts because you lose marks this way. One or two questions you can take risk, but not much, right? So try to avoid the negative marking, and before submitting the papers to the invigilator, check whether you have filled all the columns appropriately, check for the series, check for your answers, because you are left with 5 minutes and you can thoroughly check for everything you need to do. At the end, I would say this is an exam different from many other examinations. You have to create a working atmosphere. You have to have a strong determination, strong and focused approach, select right books, to the teachers, books, daily efforts are required. Last but not least, self-belief is must, and that will keep you motivated. Self-belief is must, but don't be overconfident about anything. There should be no confusion. What people say is not important. What you feel is more important. Whatever your master's score is, you have to move from good to better and better to best every day. You have to add upon your own knowledge, on strength every day. So this is the way one can prepare. Yes, don't listen. Yes, get surrounded with the positive people because you are an average of people around you. Stop listening to all those that I did not read and still I got through the examination. It does not happen. People who tell you the truth is that they have to prepare hard. They lose one or two times. They may gain in one attempt, but listen to those who are truthful to you and tell you some positive things. Uh, Last, personal check is required. Eat healthy, drink adequate amount of water, take proper sound sleep, take rest, do exercise for your physical fitness, de-stress yourself by listening to music or any other hobby because de-stressing is required. You will feel fresh and your efficiency